Okay, so we had a nice couple of days down at the Derwood Estate to do a little bit of work on the pathways, and we get these wood chips delivered by the county for free, and then we just have to break our back distributing them. So I usually put about at least a 6-inch coating on all the pathways, and we've got probably a half a mile of pathways at least. And so we get several loads of these a year, and they'll also deliver it all the way back in the back as well, which is nice. And you see the goats there helping me out with this. And so what I do is I load them in the wheelbarrow, and then I take them on down to the path, and again put them nice and thick, especially in areas where we start getting some weeds growing or something, and I want to make sure that I kill them. So there I'll make it extra special thick, and then they will settle down with a rain or two. They'll settle down and pack down very nicely. Even if I make them like 8 inches thick, they'll still pack down very nicely, and it makes for a nice walking service to go back and walk along the pathways. And after all, that's why we have them, is to go back and take a leisurely walk from time to time. And I'm shooting this entire video with the Panasonic FZ1000, and these clips here, it's on a tripod. Later you're going to see a bunch of clips not of me shoveling and working, and those are, generally speaking, handheld. I think the last one on a tripod is the one where I go down the hill with the load and dump it on the path, and then all the rest of the clips are handheld. So you'll be able to get a chance to look at how the camera performs handheld versus on a tripod. These are all in bright midday sunlight, which is not, of course, ideal for shooting any kind of photography, video, or stills or otherwise. But it is what it is, and I don't like to always show cameras in an ideal setting. I like to show them in poor lighting, midday lighting, and then in low lighting as well. The clips at the end of the dining room and the living room were extreme low light. I didn't turn on any lamps. The light was very low on those clips, and even the kitchen, it was a relatively low light shot. So you can see some hot light coming in the windows on that shot, but you can get the idea that it was generally a low light shot. So I like to show these cameras in their worst light, if you will, literally, and then you can get an idea of what kind of performance you can get out of it if you happen to be stuck in poor lighting situations. We all know a lot of these cameras will perform well in great lighting. That's not a challenge. The challenge is poor lighting. So I have a lot of head-to-head comparisons between my new Sony, the FDR AX33, and that's a perfect example where that camera, in my opinion, really needs decent light to get a good image. That small sensor that's in that camera just really struggles in low light situations. But it's a trade-off. It's a small, compact camera. It has that Boss balanced optical steady shot, I guess is what they call it, and that makes the camera very friendly as far as hand holding. And again, it's a very compact, it's a great form factor, very well made, very solid. So there are trade-offs. If they'd have put a 1-inch sensor in that camera, that camera would have had to have been quite a bit bigger to still have that balanced optical steady shot. They do have a 1-inch sensor camera, but it doesn't have the Boss stabilization. So again, now all these are handheld, and pretty much all the tight shots and the zoom shots like this all were handheld on the goats, because of course they're moving around a lot. I don't have time to set up a tripod. And then you're going to see one more clip of me working on the chips, and this clip was shot earlier. These aren't exactly totally in sequence. And this one again was on the tripod. So please enjoy, and again, if you want to see some low light shots, skip towards the end of the video and you'll be able to see those. And in the meantime, I'm gonna roll in some Wagner, some music, and please enjoy and subscribe to my channel.